Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. I got up. Well, I didn't get up early. I slept in a bit today, but I just got up and I went to get my septum fixed because I had to. I had a procedure a couple weeks ago. My butthole had to get looked at.
Sure.
And they had to biopsy it as well. I'm fine, by the way. No cancer. We're good.
Nice.
We love it. But so they told me there was like a 99.9% chance that leaving my septum ring in would not cause an issue, but there was like a 0.01% chance that I might like get my septum ripped out if they had an emergency.
Sure.
So I had to take the bitch out. I did put it back in, but I couldn't get the bead back in. Gotcha. And then when I went to the lake a couple of nights ago, and Neve told me, hey, you should take your ring out entirely and then put it back in later so that it doesn't fall in the water. She was very smart for that, but right. I waited too long to put it back in, and so it just would not slot back in. So I had to go get my ring pierced, or my not re-pierced. It had to like be tapered in, you know.
Sure.
And the guy tells me that my septum ring has migrated like a quarter of an inch down my face or down my nose.
Interesting.
Because I fidget with it all the fucking time.
Oh no.
I can't help it's like right in the middle of my face. It's like a good replacement for biting my nails. I just grab the ring and I just go just spin it back and forth a bit. You know, pull it, push it, like not very hard or anything. I don't cause myself any pain. I haven't been doing this while it was like actually actively healing naturally.
Right.
But as it's, loosened up, I just,
I completely, yeah. The thing is like, I get it. I completely get it. I would probably be doing the same exact thing.
Right. It's so hard. God forbid if I ever get a fucking lip ring. Just
oh my god. Yeah, that thing would just be like rotating 360 all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, I've thought about I've never been a big piercings person. I have my earlobes pierced and that's it. But I've always thought about it because it seems like it should be my vibe. You know,
right? You have the look of a person. Like I look at your face, I look at your fucking Carmi from the Bear ass face, and I'm like, this person needs to have a ton of piercings.
Yeah, or at least a few more. You know?
Yeah. Come on, you're I'm looking at an image of you right now. I close my eyes, my mind's eye, you have like a little stud on the nose.
At least, right. Yeah, I don't know. It
is, you would fuck hard with an eyebrow too, I think.
I'm sure I would. Yeah, it's the thing is my mom was always very against face piercings and tattoos because she's very much a corporate woman, you know?
She's all about Prince Albert's though.
Yeah. Look, I don't know what she gets up to in her private time.
Listen, if it's not on the face, go nuts.
Yeah. But yeah, it really wasn't ever a sort of oh, you're going to embarrass the family. It was more you won't be able to get a job in the future sort of situation. Which is a little bit more pragmatic, but still very annoying and not true.
Yeah. Yep. My mom's justification against me getting tattoos was always, what if you hate it when you're older? And you know the time old response to that, where it's like, if all I have to worry about when I'm 90 is, oh, this tattoo doesn't look as good as it did when I was 23, I'm fucking living.
Yeah.
If that's my big regret, fuck, I had a great life.
Yeah. And also the thing is I don't know, man. They don't get a tattoo. The thing is right. So it's that's the reason why you shouldn't get a tattoo, Brenda. It's not a reason why I shouldn't get a tattoo. Since you're concerned about that, you know?
Yeah. I just don't think it's right that my girlfriend's mom has more tattoos than I do.
Oh, yeah.
Because Neve's mom has 3 tattoos, I think. Maybe even 4 at this point.
That's crazy. Good for her.
Yeah, Neve only has 1. My girlfriend's... I've only got 2. I'm about to have a 3rd. I booked an appointment to get 2 tigers tattooed on me.
Nice.
Yeah, my first non-media affiliated tattoo.
Yes.
I love my Higurashi tattoo. I can pass it off as just I'm a bug lover to people who I don't feel like telling about.
Totally.
It'll be nice to get some of this just tigers.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, you gotta honor the tiger.
I gotta honor the tiger. The humble tiger.
The very humble tiger. Famously a
that's
humble
what they call. That's what they call me.
Yep.
The humble tiger.
The humble tiger. Oh.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since we recorded last because I last recorded before I went to Maine.
Right.
I went to my first show in 10 years.
Yeah.
Fucking ruled. By the way, I tweeted something to this effect, but like being in the pit at a Streetlight Manifesto show, like I was cured of some things I didn't know I had wrong with me.
Oh sure, yeah, absolutely. I understand
like just fucking standing there screaming along to the gang vocals and just like throwing my fucking hands around in the pit, like just, there was something that, like this is a weird comparison, but I think mosh pits and sadomasochism are like two sides of the same coin.
Oh, that's not a crazy thing to say. I don't think. It's
okay.
It's like, it's intense. High emotions and like all of those things, like, and the physical activity of it in a way, like and
hurting people, and like it's all of the entire goal is like hurting other people for the goal of pleasure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just
it's to me it's like I don't listen. I engage in my fair share of BDSM. I don't necessarily think it is work, but like it is work to the mosh pit's play, where it's like BDSM has a lot of like stuff tied up in it, which like obviously very good for it to have, where it's like you need all this negotiation, you need safe words and all this stuff, which again very good to have. But with a pit, it's like the rules are have fun, be yourself, let people in, let people out if they need out, help people stand up. That's about what you need. That's about the rules on a playground.
Right, exactly. No,
don't swing too hard.
Yeah. Oh man, no, I've always been a little too afraid, and also never had this sort of musical interests of things that would be
right. You're not gonna fucking go throw hands at a John Congleton show.
I mean, you might.
Well, the thing is, if you threw hands at a John Congleton show, I think it would be like it would be a very sexual fight to the death. If I'm like putting up my dukes at a John Congleton show, I think one of us is going to die and both of us will have come.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Though, as I say that, I remember, and I did not get into the pit that time because I was too young. I was a little tiny teenager. I did go to My Chemical Romance show freshman year of high school, and that definitely developed a pit. It was fun to watch and fun to avoid.
Yep. I have nothing but respect for the humble pit guardians, the people who like are not in the pit but stay on the perimeter and just like shove people who fall out.
Yep. Yeah, you got to have the pit bouncers for sure.
Yeah, and then I spent the last 2 weeks not really doing much, worrying about money a lot. I keep getting, job fuckery.
Yeah, classic.
I just keep getting bad news. Like I don't want to go too far into it, but it's just like I've documented how I got fired from my tits, like while recovering from tit surgery on here, I believe.
Right. I think so. Yes.
I've done that. I had a bunch of like money fuckery, like with grants changing hands last year. I've had like so many jobs fall through. And then this week I found out that like a job that I was told was going to be for the entire month of July and was going to be about 20 to 25 hours a week.
Right.
Is going to be now 12 to 15 hours a week, and I also don't get paid for that until August.
Seems bad.
Yeah, Brockport's on I knew Brockport was on a delay when it comes to like payouts. Like that was how it was during the semester too. But like I kind of thought the summer stuff would be different because everything else about it is so different. But
sure.
What do I know?
Yeah. Well, I hope you get that sweet bread soon.
Yeah. My unemployment is still. I'm still working on getting unemployment, so that'll hopefully help. And I'm also working on getting a job at Wegmans because the gig tutoring job that I got, I think I talked about it last time. Yes. It is not giving me very many hours.
No.
Because it's every week I get to sign up on either Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, and if it's a week where I don't get Wednesday, all the slots are gone by Thursday or Friday by the time I get in there to sign up.
Right. Well, I hope that Wegmans being like a bagger or whatever gives you a bountiful harvest of
I can't steal from them quite as freely anymore.
No. Or could you steal from them even more freely, perhaps? Depends how you play it.
I might have to play it a little. I might have to play a little more secretive. I can't just be forgetting hundreds of dollars worth of groceries in the bottom cart.
That's fair. Classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Parody joke. Parody. Wegmans. If
Listen. I have never talked to my mother. I am the most honest person in the world. No one has ever. I think I talked about this podcast before about how I told my mom that I wanted to use her credit card to buy video games when I was going to buy a sex toy instead. And then I felt so bad about lying to her that I said, "Mom, I lied to you. I'm sorry. I'm buying a sex toy with this credit card."
Oh, classic Sarah. No, yeah, absolutely.
I was 16.
That sounds about right. That sounds absolutely right for that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was a huge cop as a teen, but I never snitched on anyone but myself.
Look. Like that's the like as far as like killing the cop in your head, like if it's only like self-enforcing, like
right, like
you don't have a lot of work you need to do there. That's pretty easy to solve.
Yeah, I just have to be selfish.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome to Fear Baiting, everyone. It is your number one Who's Who of the 90s fan cast. I'm Sarah, and I'm joined by your friend and mine, Blair.
Hi, it's Blair. Yeah, how fucking 90s this movie was absolutely insane.
It's just like, hey, who are the it actors of the 90s? Let's just put them all in a room.
Yeah, it actors, it music, it's styling, all of it was there. This week we watched
I Know What You Did Last Summer
from 1997.
Yes.
I only clarified because apparently there's a fucking TV show based on now on like some sort of like direct to streaming sort of shit.
What do you want? What do you want to bet that that's actually on a streaming service that either of us like have?
It could be a Hulu thing. It has like something like that has Hulu vibes, and I definitely have Hulu. I'm not gonna lie there.
Amazon Prime Video.
Oh yeah. Well, I steal one of my friends' Amazon Prime, so I don't have it, but I do use it. No, I will not be engaging that. That actually, yeah.
Hold on, I just need to look at. I'm looking at the Wikipedia cast listing, which is insane, or just the way that the cast and characters are listed. The way that this okay, so Madison Eisman as Allison, Lennon's good, weird, boring twin sister with whom she has a rivalry. She is part of what happened last summer. Mm-hmm. Bill Heck is Bruce, Allison Lennon's father, who died a secret from them. He owns Ohana Restaurant and Lodging and knows what happens last summer. The next character, she is part of what happened last summer. The next character, he is part of what happened last summer.
Oh my god.
She is part of what happened last summer. He is part of what happened last summer. She knows what happened last summer. Why is that included in this? Like,
it's like a murder mystery. Are they like? It's
like this is like a book. This is a book jacket.
I know. That's so yeah. And like so crazy that they decided to make a TV show off of this, but we'll get into my thoughts later. We watch this movie is starring
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Boobing breastily every which way in this. I'm sorry to be such a fucking dog on the podcast, but she is gonged out.
I think I've definitely told this story before on the podcast, but I'm going to do it again. My dad is not a raunchy man. He keeps, but his one little private joke for himself is that he always calls Jennifer Love Hewitt Jennifer Love Huge Tits. My mom does not appreciate it necessarily. Oh no.
Sorry. I got really caught off guard by Jennifer Love Huge Tits. No, that was just like a caveman talking about his lesbian friend. Jennifer Love Huge Tits.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. It's also got Buffy herself.
Yep, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yep. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Geller?
Geller, I think.
Geller, okay.
I think it's Geller. Freddie Prinze Jr. and some fourth guy who I've recognized the face-wise, but whose name cannot stay in my head. Something Philippe. Like Andrew Philippe.
Ryan Philippe.
Ryan Philippe.
Yes. Also Johnny Galecki.
Johnny Galecki is in this. Yeah, he jump scared me.
Big Bang Theory's own.
Yeah, honestly, like seeing him like in other things makes me be like, man, why did you do that to your face and career? I mean, he made a ton of money, so that's why. But like, now I get jumps. You're a perfectly fine actor, and I don't mind seeing you in things, but like, and now I get jump scared every time you're on screen because it's like, oh my god, it's Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. It's Big Bang Man.
It's Big Bang Man. Oh, it's one of the Big Bang Men. But
the thing, none of the characters here have like 90s character. Like, you can tell that this was written way long, like because apparently this is like something that Kevin Williamson wrote like years beforehand.
Sure.
And you can tell because of the characters' names, like you look at I think like Scream is like the contemporary of this to me. I mean,
right.
They're like part and parcel with each other. Like, this one's not very facetious about the genre, but like it is still like very close to each other, very cinematically like similar. You can like just like on a script level, not at all similar because this was written so long before.
Right.
But this on a visual level, but like the characters are like Julie is fine. Like there's Helen and Barry and Ray.
Yeah. It's very 80s.
Right, and like there's also like another vestige of it being 80s, like the opening sequence when like Helen is like doing her Croaker Queen beauty contest shit.
Yes.
All the other women on the stage are like so 80s hot.
Yeah, that.
and then there's Sarah Michelle Gellar. Like what is this, like dead middle of her Buffy tenure?
I mean, I think so. Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, she looks incredible. She looks incredible throughout this entire thing. But yeah,
she's wearing this like one piece that is like strung up on the sides. You can like see the gaps of her, like pretty much from like her waist up, and it's also like tied in the front too, so she's cleaving out.
Yeah,
it's a delightful suit.
Yeah.
I need this bathing suit. I have a jugged up bathing suit. I need another one though.
You need 1,000.
I need the thing is, I need a modest bathing suit. I need a bathing suit I can wear with my family.
Sure.
It's right. I made that joke. I made that statement like I've been like saying that half joking, half serious. But like I made that joke to my dad, and he was like, "Yeah, I'd really appreciate that." And I was like, "All right, okay, I'll get the chaste bathing suit that does not have the upside down cross over the cock."
Yeah.
When I can afford it, y'all will see me swim. Until then, I'm absolutely fucking like strips of clothing that I'm wearing to the beach with a bunch of other transsexuals.
Exactly.
And besides, we all get our tits out within 2 hours of getting there anyways, so what's the point?
Exactly, absolutely. Yeah, oh man. But yeah, like you said, yeah, this movie opens up and like with this little beauty pageant. It's sort of
the Croaker Queen.
Yeah, because it's like a great setting for a horror movie. Like, classic is like small town with a gimmick, you know? Like, I think that's always good because then you've always got a festival you can set things in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's not a small town with a gimmick though. Because the thing is, the festival is the 4th of July. I guess, but the Croaker beauty pageant is part of it, but that's just really Helen's whole thing.
I guess what I mean is like it's a seaside town, so they've got an so they've got like a sort of like it's like fish is the thing, you know. The way that the seaside town plays out is so fun because it's not like Scream, like whether it's like Ghostface and there's like it could be anybody. It's like we're in a seaside town. The killer is wearing a slicker. And then we just like see a bunch of menacing shots of like old men in slickers throughout the movie. Right. So it's like it's one of these weirdos. Yeah, it's one of them. Yeah. We like right before the movie starts, we like see this dude just like the camera pans over this like over this oceanside. Right. Yeah, it's Oceanside. Yep.
these ocean side shots, and it just like pans up, and it like eventually the camera just starts like spinning around in a circle, like it's a Mario Kart a Mario Kart like track preview that reached the end of its cycle, and it's just like waiting for you to press A.
Yeah,
and then there's like there's like a dude sitting on like the hanging his legs off the cliff and eating a ham sandwich and thinking about the end.
Yeah. Well, fucking cover of Summer Breeze plays. Like, fucking, like, very, like, 90s rock and roll metal sort of, like, cover of it. Very funny. So much, I want that vibe. I don't want slow pop songs anymore. I want, like, classic, like, disco tracks covered by, like, heavy metal bands.
Yes. Like, give me Rammstein doing fucking like Sugar or whatever I know it's not disco, but
no,
that's
I
the
get what
first
you mean, absolutely.
Listen, we all had that one friend who was really into Pop Goes Punk. Like, I think we can bring it back.
Oh yeah.
And listener, if you do not have that friend who was really into Pop Goes Punk, you were that friend, even if you don't remember it.
Absolutely. No, so, like, we're like, ooh, here's a guy, and just, like, thinking about it, and, like, he's like, ooh, is he gonna jump? And then cars drive by.
The lighting in this is, like, ridiculous. Also, like, it feels like I'm absolutely boss babying myself here, because like I saw my first like Technicolor film in theater on Nitrate film. I got to see Black Narcissus on Nitrate, which is fucking gorgeous.
Sure.
But like the way that it's shot, like this looks fucking Technicolor. When it's like that low shot of like him, which is like the sky is his background. Like it is like so Technicolor looking in terms of like the color and framing.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I will say a lot of this, a lot if not all of this movie looks great. You know, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's I know I brought it up before, but like I really actually kind of like the discrepancy between when this was written and when it was produced, because it's like even if this like movie was released in 97, probably made around 96.
Yeah.
Probably written even at minor, like maybe 93, I'd say.
Yeah.
Even that time difference is just like enough for it to just feel like it's like off by like half a beat, and it's really I really think that's fun. It's like a complete accidental version of what It Follows does for me.
Sure.
Where it like feels a little bit like time unstuck because of certain things. Totally. Like the beauty pageant being fully on its face, like naked, like just like being naked on its face, like it's a beauty pageant, everyone cares about it.
Right.
Like if this movie had been written after Scream, the beauty pageant would have been like tongue-in-cheek, or there would have been something silly about it.
Totally. But it's just a very played straight beauty pageant where our main character takes it very seriously.
Right, yeah, no, this is a
or
late
not our main
80s,
character,
early
but like
This is a late 80s, early 90s plot, but it completely dressed up in like mid-late 90s, actors, aesthetic, everything.
Absolutely.
And I had a great time with this. I guess I'm burying the lead here, but I'm not going to bury the lead here, but I enjoyed this one. I had issues with it, mainly with the body count, but
yeah. I had a bit of issues with it too. Most of it is, I think, like fully subjective and does not actually say anything about its quality, which is to say, I didn't think the sort of like twist at the end, reveal, whatever.
The mystery sucked. The mystery kind of sucked.
It made very little sense. Sucked. It felt like very much like an afterthought.
Right, because to get, I have like a full synopsis. I forgot that I penned a full synopsis last night when I was stoned out of my mind. I was fucking like gone at the time, because I wrote this at the very end of the movie, and I was just trying to put it all together. Let's see how cogent my stoned 11 p my stoned midnight synopsis was. All right. On July 4th, after graduating from high school, friends Julie, Ray, Helen, and Barry have a distracted driving moment and absolutely cream a dude off the road and decide to dump his body in the ocean to avoid consequences. A year later, they're all back in their hometown for the summer, and scary things start happening as someone seems to be aware of their hidden hit and run. Suspicions abound as to who it could be, until it's eventually revealed to be the brother of a woman who died in a drunk driving accident due to her boyfriend, who survived, that the killer was exacting his revenge on the night that they almost killed him. They rip his hand off, but he disappears, only to jump scare Julie in the showers at college 1 year later.
So the convolutedness of the sort of reveal is like that's a little bit more of like a quality problem. But generally, the thing that I think is more subjective is that I don't really care about like the guy was just never scary to me once I realized it's just gonna be a guy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like guys aren't like scary to me, especially because like it's like and then to me I'm thinking about it as like a crime. Like, it's murder, do you know?
Right, and like this needs to have like this is lacking some like social horror stuff where I need like it does kind of try and do the it could be anyone with like the suspicions on Freddie Prinze Jr.'s character is Ray,
right?
But it's like that never really feels like it doesn't feel like the audience is given a choice to come to that conclusion on their own,
or
like
even, he doesn't like believe that, you know, not really. Right.
No, even at like the end when it's like when there's like that false reveal of like, oh my god, his boat is named the same thing as that guy who used to come by all the time. It's him. He's the killer.
Right.
It's even then it's like, okay, no, that's Freddie Prinze Jr. He did not kill anyone.
I think a huge reason why that doesn't work is because he's not acting suspiciously at any point. He's not acting suspiciously. He's just people are suspicious of him.
yeah. Like there's just a bunch of whole stuff that kind of feels just like set aside and only brought up on rare. Like the whole thing about like Freddie being like a new money or not a new money, like an unmoneyed kid on like his free friends. Where they just like bring it up like 2 or 3 times. It just like doesn't it's all told, not shown. Like we don't see Freddie Prince's like living situation or anything. Like he has to go. He works on a boat, I guess. Like he works at he works on the docks. I guess that's the indicator. But like
right.
I feel like we are not shown the lives of excess or like comfort. Like I don't see his home life. We see the other 3 characters at their like kind of lavish homes. I don't think we see Freddie's.
No, we don't.
Which feels like unless he's like living on that boat.
He may be. Who knows, right?
He might be. Actually, he could very well be living on that boat.
Especially because we find him in that night at one point, just like on the boat. Anyway.
Yeah, I think he lives on the Billy Blue actually.
Yeah, but we're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit. Because so like, her 3 friends. Let's see if I can remember their actual characters' names. It's Ray, who's Freddie Prinze Jr., who's dating Jennifer Love Hewitt, whose character is named Julie. And then there's Barry, who is Ryan Philippe, who is dating Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yes, her name is fucking batshit. Like, there's no world where Sarah Michelle Gellar should ever be named a character Helen.
I actually thought it was kind of, I don't know. Like, you're totally correct. It's like, it threw me every time they called her Helen, but I was like, it's kind of like legit that her name is Helen. Because that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy for a hot girl to be named Helen.
Right.
Like, not literally. I'm sure. It's
like if the most popular girl in your school was named like Edna.
It's exactly like that. Like
or Vera.
Like it's like, I guess, but like.
Like you are the most popular girl in my school, Helen. You cannot be the most popular girl in school, Helen. Yeah. You are the most popular girl in the nursing home who I play canasta with twice a week.
Exactly. But yeah, obviously, like, Helen takes the crown though, and everyone's like, "Ooh, yeah!" Especially
she wins. Barry is like, "That's my hot wife."
Yeah, exactly.
And Julie's like, "Guys, can you chill it down? I'm on sexist overload as is."
Yeah.
And like at that moment, like knowing that moment makes me feel like, is this going to be a bit of a scream? Like, are we going to be self-aware a bit? Because that feels like a kind of a self-aware line a little bit.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that, like, pithy, like definitely 90s dialogue vibes, but, like, yeah, I don't think...
This is early 90s, though.
Yeah, but it was, I think it was still, everything else, though, ended up getting played very straight, yes.
So I'm gonna be bringing up Scream a lot, but Ryan Philippe, I feel like they were just trying to channel Matthew Lillard so hard. Matthew Lillard and Scream so hard with him.
Yeah,
like Freddie Prinze Ray does not. That is not Skeet Ulrich. They're not trying to be Skeet Ulrich, but like Ryan Philippe Barry is like that is. Like, if you stand like 30 feet away from the TV and squint, you could absolutely mistake him for Matthew Lillard.
Fully, no, for sure. Yeah, he's like. Though I think he's like, first of all, acted very, like, he plays the character that he's given extremely well, and like his character is written in, I think, a very, like, I don't know, they get the archetypes dead on, and just like he's just like this intense, annoying, like pre-frat bro. You know, he's just like this. He's like really rich with an anger and drinking problem.
I think one of the things that like I think speaks a lot well to him is that like the way that he just like pushes past anytime someone like tries to like go against him, he just like pretends they didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Or like pretends that they agree. Like after they all hit the body, or after they all hit the guy on the road, like he like Jennifer Love Hewitt is just like, Barry, we can't fucking do this. We're gonna call the cops. And like he just completely talks as though she didn't say that and starts trying to like convince the other people to go along with his dump the body plan.
Yeah, or his other response is usually this just intense rage, screaming rage, you know, which was always threatening, always threatening. I never thought he like obviously like, and I don't think the movie ever expected us to, but like, he was definitely the character I was the most nervous around when he was on screen.
Right. Yep. I kind of wish that there had been any sort of like, oh, what if he's the like? I feel like there's a candidate like his motivation wouldn't really make a lot of sense.
Right.
Actually, no. His motivation, like, if you wanted to paint a motivation for him, it's that he doesn't trust his friends to keep their fucking mouths shut.
Yeah.
And now he's going to just make sure they listen. You promised to take this to the grave. I don't think you can keep your mouth shut. You're taking it to a grave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally. But yeah, like before all of that, they're like hanging out on the beach and they're like swapping stories and we get like a little bit of characterization.
Do some of them go to... No, okay, sorry. I have a note in my... I have a line in my notes that says getting my freaking boobs out, and I was like, did they like go topless at some point? But no, I left a note in my notes for when I took my bra off last night.
So that was just a note to self.
Yeah. There's this like before they go to the beach party. Sorry, there's like this like walk and talk kind of where like where Julie and Helen are like just kind of like firing back and forth and like. It softened a bit, but like in this first scene, I could not see her as anyone but Buffy. Like was just like that is like I know this walk and talk. That is a debrief on some monster of the week or something.
Fully, absolutely.
Like this isn't the walk and talk. The information being exchanged is more something you would see in like the stacks or in John's library with like a big wide ensemble shot of everyone just kind of like following their blocking and everything.
For sure.
But it just felt like for a very brief it did just feel like a Buffy episode.
Totally. Yeah,
she's great in this though. I fucking love Sarah Michelle.
She's great. No, like watching her in this made me like feel like I miss having scream queens, which I feel like we just don't really have anymore. And I was trying to think of who I would like to be that.
Who I want? I want Florence Pugh.
That was the first woman who came to mind too. But I don't know if I want to see her scream more than I want to see her wail.
Yeah, I want to see her suffer and cry.
Yeah.
Who do I want to see scream? I think if she hadn't gone down the MCU rabbit hole, I think that like if after Scott Pilgrim, Brie Larson had gone full Scream Queen, I think that would have been a really fun.
That would have been great. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Absolutely. Because she's got the face for it too. You need a big that is something that Florence Pugh has. She has got a huge mouth. And so does Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's got a huge mouth, and I feel like you need that sort of like surface area to get a good scream.
Yeah. Oh god, the scream that Sarah Michelle lets out like when she finds her sister's body in the shop. I literally had the thought of like, God, we don't have scream queens anymore.
Literally, I had the exact same experience.
Her mouth is a little too small for it. Actually, Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Oh.
Kind of a scream queen. Not super hard, but like she's been in her fair share of horror movies.
She's got to counteract it. She's got huge, terrified eyes.
Right. Yeah. That's why she's so good in Final Destination 3 because she just looks at everything. Like that is the face that I would make if any Rube Goldberg machine could kill me at any given time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she was in a handful of. I forgot that she was in a handful of other horror movies. Yeah, she was in Monster Island and Black Christmas. Oh, she was also in Death Proof.
Oh, yes. Sure.
Yeah, and then she kind of transitioned into a more. She's hitting more mainstream stuff now. She was in Gemini Man, which we all saw and loved with Will Smith. She was in Birds of Prey.
Right.
Did you know she was in a band? She was in a band with Dan the Automator.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Dan the Automator, very regular producer and collaborator with Deltron 3030, among other musicians.
Oh, yeah. That's very interesting.
Yeah. Their first album, I Love You, But I Must Drive Off This Cliff Now. It's called the band is called Got a Girl, which every time I hear it I can only read it in the fucking Mabim Bam Show voice when they're doing like the radio bumpers.
Oh yeah.
It's like this is Billy Corgan with Got a Girl. Anyways.
So yeah, we are introduced to like the character Max in this sort of like walk and talk, who's just like some guy who's I've never really understood his motivation. He just is like sort of unhappy with these characters, I guess. Like I think he wants Julie in some capacity, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense.
He's not given Johnny Galecki is not given a lot of time to breathe in this one.
No. It's just sort of hand waved, like he'll come back later. Don't worry about it. We've introduced him. He's got a bad attitude. He'll come back later. He
gets like four scenes? He gets this first scene. He gets the scene where he runs into them like just after they did the hit and run.
Yeah.
He gets the first scene a year later when they confront him at the fishing store. They're like, "We know you did it, Johnny Galecki, and you're going to go on to be on Big Bang Theory."
Yeah.
And then the scene where he dies, and that's all we get out of the man.
Absolutely, yeah. No, truly,
it's
that's all.
So weird. Like this is the like. It's so weird that like God, I'm getting way ahead of myself at this point. Let's at least get to the point where Max becomes a corpse before I talk about what's so weird about it.
Yes. Yeah. So they're exchanging like stories on the beach, and they like it's like they're like, oh, here's all the different versions of the man door, hand hook, car door story, and I was like, okay, classic, whatever, but like fine, absolutely. I'm
sorry. I need to interject because I just noticed something else. There was this in that walk and talk I was talking about earlier. Sorry, you're in the middle of something.
No,
finish
go
your
ahead.
sentence.
Go ahead.
Okay. In that scene where that walk and talk that I was talking about, Sarah Michelle Gellar's older character, Helen's older sister Joyce, I think, shows up and is like wearing this leather jacket and is like a bad bitch and everything. But the thing is, like, this scene is taking place in a high school, I think. No, it's not. It looks like it is taking place in a high school, which makes it weird that that Helen's sister, who's 6 years older than her, is just like walking around and being like, "Oh, you fucking suck penis, haha, you're bad."
Her sister's such a bitch for being so much older than her.
Right?
So mean. Like, leave her alone. She's a teenager.
Right? She's literally a teen. Like, listen, by the time you're 26 or so, you should not be giving a shit about if you are 24 and you have a sister who is 18, like, you have been out of the house for long enough that you do not have that living together animosity anymore.
No.
Like you don't have that tension of living with the same person. Like, my sister and I have so much healthier relationship now that we don't have to share a roof.
Right. Though it does seem like they do still live with each other.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
It's still like... It's like, get a fucking
quit
grip,
beefing
girl.
with your yeah, listen. Quit beefing with your baby sister. You turn 25 next year. You have to be ready to be able to rent a car.
I know. Exactly. So we learn a little bit more about the characters. Like, we learned that Jennifer Love Hewitt, Julie is like the smart one, and Ray is like a writer. Or whatever, and I don't know, it's very like archetypal, like Helen wants to become an actress, and
she wants to help the world through her art. She wants to serve her country through art.
Yes, and classic, like Barry is like, I'm gonna become a football star or whatever, and then they make jokes about him going to rehab and stuff like that, and like knocking her up, and like, I don't know, it's just very funny or like weird.
Barry is not built like any football player I've ever seen.
No,
like he is like wiry and muscly. Like, that is a basketball player frame, maybe baseball-ish, but like you need so much like that. Not even a quarterback or a running back. Like, you need so much more meat on those bones.
Yeah. His ass is quite not fat. Like, like thick enough to be baseball, but maybe he's not a catcher, eh? You know, like
no. Maybe he's like maybe he's like a fielder or something.
For sure.
And just hits fucking dingers all day.
Yeah, exactly. So like Barry is trashed. It's his car, and he keeps being. Oh my god, he would be like the worst person to drink with. Bad vibes. Because he's
horrible vibes.
Because he's like drunk and aggressive constantly, and he's just being a fucking nuisance. Like Ray is sober, so he's driving. And it's like it's not even a drunk driving accident. Like you said, it's a
that was so fascinating to me.
It's a distracted driving. Yeah.
I think it's so fascinating to me that like I think the I think it like makes the moral like thing of it a little bit more interesting to me, because it's like I don't know, a drunk driving action is like, oh, I am so fucked, I need to hide this body. Whereas like not that I would hide a body if I was in a. I mean, listen. First things first, I would never be caught drunk driving. I would like to say this first and foremost.
Yeah.
But like, if I am drunk driving and I hit somebody. I mean, if I hit somebody in any state of being, my thing's gonna be like, oh fuck, I need to call the police and go to jail for this.
Oh yeah, or at least like, yeah, because I like the consequences are so much worse if you avoid consequences. That's like it's in this case specifically, like it's such a bigger deal if it's a hit and run. And
the way that they like fucking fully commit to dumping this guy in the river, even after he shows like signs of life,
I know.
And it's like, oh, we need to kill this guy so bad,
dude. It is like. They just make the worst decisions every time. Like,
the thing is, Barry makes the worst decisions. Everyone else is kind of just like going with him at best, or at worst, I guess.
He's fucking wasted. I don't know. He's like drunk and strong or whatever. But the fact that like anyone agrees with him at any point is insane to me, because it's like, just call the cops.
Yep. But right before this, the pivotal car crash, I just want to say that there is a line where Jennifer Love Hewitt is worried that Freddie Prinze is going to fall for an emo baddie. He's like, I'm worried you're going to fall for this girl with a shaved head and black clothes and black eyeliner and black lipstick, and I'm just like, don't we all? Don't we all want to fall for that?
Yeah, his line is pretty good. He's like, sounds kind of hot, and she's like, oh, you dog.
Yeah, and then he says like, no, I promise, I'll never do it. And she's like, oh, cite your source, because he's a journalist. He just like points to his heart.
Yeah, that was cornball. That was so cornball. It was cute.
It was cute though.
It's so corny.
It's so fucking corny.
I was like, honey. If someone said, but I guess her reaction is what I was like. She was like, "Oh, I would have been like, if someone said that to me, I would have punched them in the shoulder and been like, okay, but for real though."
But yes, they cream the poor schmuck, and Barry's like, "Oh, we gotta hide the body. We gotta throw him in the fucking." And then like Max rolls up in his big van with his like fucking stoner poncho.
Yep.
I know that man is smoking louds in the back there.
Yep.
Well, they hadn't invented loud back in the 90s. He's smoking mid.
Yeah.
He's smoking dirt, frankly.
Yeah. Look, those mids still get him fucked up for sure. Like, yeah, so, like, Julie's like, hey, it's no big deal, you know, haha, drunk driving, haha. And, like, Barry is, like, fake, or perhaps even real barfing over the edge.
Yeah, because Barry's covered in blood.
Yes, he is.
Because Barry was out the sunroof when they hit the guy, and he just, like, tumbled up onto the roof and like, hit Barry after, like, getting hit by the car.
Yeah. So they're like, this dude's face is completely mangled, so they can't recognize him at all. That's like a huge aspect of it, but they eventually get to the conclusion where we just need to like put him in the like ocean and the tide will take him away. So they do that, and then they're like, oh my god, he's still alive, and then I don't know, they just kill him. They're like, well, we gotta keep doing it anyway. Oopsies.
Right.
He's seen our faces now. Again, just the stupidest thing over and over. And Julie is the only sane one. She's constantly like, we killed someone, and everyone's like, Julie, it was an accident. We didn't kill anyone. And it's you guys.
The thing that makes me insane about this movie is that they don't like face consequences. Like they face the consequences of a killer coming after them, but like, I kind of expected like the police to be involved in some capacity, like the walls closing in on them.
The police
but
are
no,
so absent in this movie.
The police aren't in this movie, I don't think.
Like, yeah, you see like some badges, some places, sometimes, and then they're there at the very end. But like,
right, they're there at the very end for the scene when like they're like sitting on the bumper of the ambulance.
It is like, I mean, I know cops don't do anything, but usually when murder happens in small towns, they kind of have to be there, you know?
They at least show up.
Yeah.
like, how are you doing this movie and not putting a David... Like, how are you doing this movie a year after Scream and not, like, finding a way to work a David Arquette character somewhere into this? I'm just so surprised that there is not, like... Because, like, David Arquette as Dewey Cox was, like, that was a hit.
Absolutely.
I think it was Dewey Cox. I think it was Cox. I don't remember.
Yeah. I don't remember character names very well. So
David Arquette as Dewey was just like that. He was a delight. One of the most enjoyable fictional cops of the '90s. I would go so far as to say.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's also this just weird plot hole where it just feels like, are we missing a step? Didn't we forget to do something here?
Right. Like, shouldn't they be like having some and like the thing is if it was like a Telltale Heart kind of thing where it's like, no, nothing really bad is happening, it's just your terrors and your fears and everything, like you feel the walls closing in even if they're not, but it's just kind of left on it's just kind of left to rest.
Yeah I have a more specific complaint about that sort of phenomenon, but we'll get to it when it happens.
Sure. Yeah, we get this really cool... I really like the underwater shots we get here.
Yeah.
This is the clearest water that I've ever fucking seen.
For
but
sure.
We just get like these underwater shots of, like Barry like trying to take fucking Helen's Croaker Queen crown back from the guy, because that's what the beauty contest was. The beauty pageant was for the Croaker Queen.
Right.
Also, Croaker Queen, like the fact that there wasn't any like play in like you've seen Hot Fuzz, right?
Yes.
You know that scene in Hot Fuzz when right before the guy's head gets smashed by that like the falling rock, and it's like, oh, Tim, your number's up. You gotta come get your lottery prize. You've won. Come on to like I'm just really surprised that there was no like, oh, and this is the Croaker Queen. Like I don't know, some kind of wordplay like croak, die, something.
Right.
Like how is there not anything for that?
Yeah. So they go to college. So it's like, or rather, it's like, there's a little time skip, and now it's at the end of the college. We see Julie in her dorm room at the end of semester. Her
roommate comes in and says, "Julie, get your white ass in the car and listen."
Yeah. She's obviously very reticent to leave. She doesn't want to go home. But it's very clear that nobody understands why, and she's not talked to anybody about it.
Right, not especially not her mom, because she goes home and her mom's like, "Oh, Julie, you seem so weird. Are you on drugs?"
Yeah.
Haha, just kidding. I didn't actually think you were on drugs. I just wanted an honest reaction out of you.
Yeah.
You got some mail, by the way. Here you go. And it's just like a letter, like a piece of paper folded in half that says, "I know what you did last summer."
Yes, classic. There we go. There's the title.
That's the movie name.
Yep. Julie's very distraught, and the first thing she does is run to the little store that Helen's family operates. It's like some sort of like clothing store or something like that. Like a miniature department store almost. And
Helen's older sister is there.
Yes.
And why does Helen have such beef with Julie? Or why does what's her name? Is it Joyce? What is her older sister's name? Is it Joyce?
I think it's Joyce.
Elsa. No, it's Elsa.
Oh, yes.
Her name is Elsa. I'm thinking of Joyce because of fucking Dumbing of Age, David Willis webcomic. But so Elsa is so hostile to Julie.
Yeah.
Because Julie comes in and is like, hi Elsa, and Elsa's like, bitch, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
And she's like, can I just get Helen's New York number, please? And she's fact check, Julie. Helen doesn't have a New York number.
Yeah.
She works at the perfume desk 10 feet that way.
Yeah. I just have no idea why this character is so fucking mean, but fine. So Julie shows Helen this little thing. She's like, what happened to New York? But first of all, what happened to New York? She's like, it just didn't work out. Second of all, hey, look, someone left me this note. And they're like, well, okay, this seems bad.
Yeah.
Have you told anyone else about it? And she's like, no.
And like when we see Helen like this after seeing Julie like that, like I kind of thought this movie was going to be a bit more like, I wasn't expecting something like meditative from like a 97 slasher movie called I Know What You Did Last Summer, but like I felt like there was going to be something about the way that this guilt has kind of racked them and made their lives hell.
But it really just seems it just seems like Julie's the only one who's like dealing with it, you know?
Right. Like no one else is doing great, but like, you know, Freddie Prinze Jr. has a job and he's working fine. Helen didn't go to the college that she wanted to, which kind of sucks, but like she's working and she's okay enough. Barry is exactly as fucked up as he would have been if nothing had gone wrong.
Exactly.
Like, probably not in the same direction, but, like, he would have been, like bar for bar, like, absolute value. Like, his trajectory is unchanged.
Exactly. But,
yeah.
So they bring it to Barry, who freaks out.
He looks like Justin Timberlake in this.
He's, like, pissed off to see them. Freaks out about it. Gets, like, furiously angry when Julie like says the word murder. And
then Julie informs the two of them who had been in town for the whole prior year for the most part, this doesn't make, I'm sorry to like plot hole this, like be like cinema sensey, but like why does Julie know about this local newspaper story about, maybe it's just that she's the only one that cared, but like surely in a small town like this someone would have talked to David or to Barry or Helen and would have been like, yeah, I can't believe, did you hear about that guy who washed up on the docks? David Egan, it was so sad. He came up on the shore like 3 weeks after the 4th of July.
Yeah, it's like presumably a small town. Word presumably gets around, you know?
Right. Like no town that has a parade that features its Croaker Queen is going to be like a very big town.
Right, exactly. So she's the font of knowledge. Barry gets convinced that it's Max who did it. We have that scene where he gets confronted that we talked about earlier. And God, I just hate Barry so much. He's such a fucking idiot. And
Johnny Galecki. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Well, basically, like, because after that, like, he's like, "Dude, I know you did it." And like just tosses him around, and then immediately after he's like, I took care of it, and they're like, what do you mean? He's like, don't worry about it, I took care of it. And he's like, they're like, what do you mean? And he's like, I just scared him, okay, like he's not gonna bother you anymore. And I'm like, you're a fucking moron. But yeah, what were you saying about Johnny Galecki?
Just like Johnny Galecki threatens to call the cops, and he looks 35 whole fucking years old here. Like the fact that he's dolled up in like fisherman gear, like he's got like the black gloves that make you look like he's there. They make you look like he's about to make you come so hard you like forget your name for 10 minutes.
Sure.
That's all. Anytime I see black gloves, that's all I can think about. But he just looks ancient.
Yeah.
He's only 24, I think, at the time of this movie, which is probably older than most of the rest of the cast is at this time.
Or about comparable, but he definitely does have a face. Like, people have faces that air older or younger just based on, like, where fat sits on their faces and their, like, bone structure.
Honestly, like, I think that he could have been, like, honestly, I bet, like, on a stage play, like, Johnny Galecki now, with a clean-shaven face, could pass off a teenager. Like, he could fully fucking Ben Platt it out there, I think. But, like, on camera, that man has been 35 since the moment he turned 17.
Exactly. So that's, like, he's, Barry's just swinging his dick around. They go to
Barry. Max gets hooked. We get Max getting killed here, which is like it provides. When this first happened, I was like, "That's cool." That like he gets killed and the other characters don't know about it for so long. That's some dramatic irony. But then it's just like it doesn't provide any tension. It's just like
it doesn't change the environment at all of the fucking town. Like, nobody's like, wow, a murder happened here, a really violent murder.
Right. Or like even on a smaller scale,
person, you know?
Right. Or like even on a smaller scale, where it's like making the killer some guy who doesn't fucking matter. Like the thing is, the play here to me is have him get killed, but also we don't see it, and we just like are treated with this like the fact that like he and Barry or Ray or someone is just constantly saying, oh, it was Max, it was fucking Max, 100% Max. And then then they find his body. And then it's the revelation of, oh, the person who's been saying it was Max all the time, it was actually him. Get the fucking other guy out of this movie. Add like a fifth character to the core cast to like make it a bit more of a whodunit.
Right.
Because the thing about this movie is that like it immediately definitively makes it that the only person that it could be of the known characters is Ray, and Freddie Prinze Jr. is not acting suspicious in any capacity.
He's not. Oh, the only way he's acting suspicious is that the least bad things are happening to him. Like, he's getting kind of threatened, but like, because we have like a series of like bad things that happen to these characters. Well, I guess at first I do believe. I'm trying to fix my memory. Do a bunch of bad things happen to these characters first, or do they go to? I think they go to the brother's house first, or like the kid's house first.
They so what happens is let's see, Barry is doing some fucking spin kicks in the gym.
Yes.
And then he gets confronted in the showers by like someone steals his jacket and leaves a note in his locker, etc. Right. And he like someone steals his car, I think, and he like chases it out of the building, and it's like backing. I love this scene because it's like backing up and he's like chasing it down on foot. And then he's just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking kill your ass, Max. And then the lights go on and the car starts accelerating at him, and he's like, we get like 30 seconds of him like trying to bob and weave, like he's trying to fucking melee schmovement his way out of the car's path, but unfortunately he wave shines directly into it and gets plastered through a barn door.
Yes, and yeah, he's in pretty bad shape. He's like can barely move, and the guy's just standing above him,
standing over him.
Yeah, and I guess just makes the decision to like, no, you're gonna get tortured more later or something. And just leaves him, which, again, it's like
I need a better reason for this. I need the killer to outline like, oh, I hated Barry so much or something, because like this is just so weird. Because like Barry gets like hit this, and then it fades to black, and then we just cut to him in the hospital, and he's fine. And then when Barry actually dies, we don't see it either.
Right. It's just so anyway. It all feels like very frivolous decisions, but whatever. Yeah, he's all like banged up. The three of them visit him, and at that point, Barry becomes convinced that it's Ray. Freaks out, and then everyone's like, okay, goodbye. Helen and Julie do some independent research.
Right, because at this point they find out that David Egan, the guy who they think they killed, was a year prior to that responsible for the death of a woman whose name I can't remember. It's something Willis.
Like Sarah something maybe.
Susie.
Yeah.
Yes. And so they go visit David Egan's sister, Missy Egan, out in the sticks. And she's just kind of being creepy and cagey, and gives them the name of one of David's friends, who she doesn't know his real name, but they called him Billy Blue.
Right. She just kind of seems like unhappy. Like she just seems like sad and lonely, because one of the last things she said is like, yeah, I don't get a lot of visitors. Oh, you're leaving? Goodbye. I don't get a lot of visitors around here, so I don't know, don't be a stranger.
I can't tell what vibe this character is like behaving so sinisterly for a character who's like completely innocent and just disappears off the face of the earth for the third act.
So what I think it is like she's like not. She becomes more and more threatening the more suspicious she is of the character's motivations. You know. Like she doesn't like once they get back to their car, because they like lied. They were like, "Oh, our car broke down. We want to call AAA," and so, but it's actually just a sort of like reconnaissance mission for them.
Right.
And so they like leave and go back to the car, and Missy comes back and like, "Hey, you left your cigarettes here," and they're like, "Oh yeah," and she was like. He's like, you got the car started again. They were like, oh yeah, it just started back up. And she was like, yeah, just one of those things, I guess. And like heavily implied that she does not believe them and is very suspicious of them, but doesn't like really know why she like what their fucking game is, you know? And yeah, so like that. And then when she comes back, her second scene there is like, she just seems like she got bad vibes from them and doesn't want them showing up on her property anymore because they're fucking nosy.
Yep. There's a shot of, like, she's like leaning on the car window and Julie just starts driving away. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah. So we get Helen returning home. Her father is watching baseball. And
and we see like we see this like really great scene of like the Hook Man like going in the house and like just playing outside of Helen's like line of sight for the next like minute or so. It's great. I love the way this is like blocked.
Oh, totally.
It's very fun.
Yeah. She walks upstairs. Like pours herself a Diet Coke, and it's all very threatening and tense. But like that tension just sort of like fades away as her sister startles her, and
she pours herself like a thimble of Diet Coke. By the way, she does not pour herself. She like opens a fresh can of Diet Coke, pours like a quarter of the can tops into a glass, no ice, and just like slurps it.
Yeah.
And then just like leaves it.
Totally. 3 fingers of Diet Coke, please.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah. Basically, like a little bit of like storytelling or whatever. They like. We find out that there's a parade tomorrow and she has to be in it. And she's brushing her hair and she's like, and her sister's like, oh my God, you're so pathetic with your hair. And again, it's like, be less jealous of your girlfriend. Be less jealous of your sister girl. Like, you are also blonde. It's fine.
Right. Another like thing where it's like I feel like there's a complete whiff on any social paranoia here, because like she wakes up in the morning with her hair missing and like a note on the mirror that says soon, or like not her hair missing, like her hair has been cut.
Yes.
Very Vera Bradley.
Yeah.
And in the mirror that says soon, there is no moment of like, oh my God, did. Like, cause Elsa had just said the thing about, oh my God, your hair, and like, there's not a single thought of like, Elsa, like, it'd be a completely irrational one, but I'm not watching horror movies for characters to behave rationally, you know?
I mean, it would have been rational in a way, because like, she immediately assumes it's the killer who did it, or whatever.
Yes.
Or like, instead of like, no, your sister just got really mad at you because you can't work tomorrow because you're too pretty and you have to be in a parade and you're obsessed with your hair. I was like, why isn't she storming into her sister's room being like, why did you do this? And then it should have been the moment of fear where she was like, oh my God, it wasn't you. I believe you because the
you were working last night or
something
shit.
like that. Yeah. She like calls Julie on the phone, and Julie like is like, okay, I'm on my way. She looks in the back seat, sees.
We get this great shot as Julie's leaving the house of like we see the shot of like Julie like through a balcony door on the top floor, and then like Julie like grabs like walks in the background like, and the camera just like pans downstairs, stay on the outside of the house, and then like Julie just comes out the front door. I love that shot.
Me too.
It's
good.
Yeah.
It's good.
And she starts driving. There's like this clicking sound in her trunk, and she's like, that's probably not good.
Yeah, she looks behind her, and then as soon as she's outside of like Helen's house, she opens the trunk. This part made me fucking insane. It looks dope, but it makes me insane. Because she opens it, and then there's Max's dead body covered in crabs. He looks damp. Like, he looks damp, you know?
Yes.
And she's like,
that car was filled last night. That car, they put ice and crabs and Max in that car, and now it is water and crabs and Max.
Exactly. So she's like freaking out. She's like stumbling around. She gets honked at. She closes the trunk. She rushes into her friend's house. She brings them outside because Barry was there as well.
Barry was there.
And they open the trunk, and it's not only like there's no body, no crabs, nothing. It's also completely fucking dry in there. Dry as a bone, you know? Like,
that killer really was efficient and fast.
Because in this way it made me crazy, because it's like, here's the sort of thing where it's like supposed to be implying that it's like, could it be supernatural? But like, there's no other actual, like, none of the characters are interested in any.
No, like, Helen believes her immediately.
Yeah.
Like, Helen is not skeptical in any capacity, and they just, like, take this on site. Like, yes, Julie saw Max's dead crab body in there.
And again, why are you not calling the police? Because it's not as if, like, if you called the police on this dead body, that you would be linked to that, like, a washed up corpse. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like...
This they pay lip service to the fact that why they don't call the police and why the police don't get involved are two very different questions. I think the first one is answered by the text of the movie because even if it's not very if I was involved in the cover up of a murder, I am not wanting to talk to police in any capacity. I'm never contacting them out of fear of anything going wrong.
Right.
But Max died at his job.
Yeah.
There was Max blood all over his job.
Right. And
he disappeared on the shift.
We don't even see missing person posters up or anything like that.
No. I think this is the last we hear of Max. His corpse is appearing out of the trunk because he doesn't even show up with the end when Helen and Barry's corpses are in the ice bucket or in the ice box. Max's corpse ain't there.
Yeah. Where are his parents? Why aren't they looking for him? He's ostensibly also a teenager.
He's 35 years old.
Well, okay, fine.
And I just want to, Sarah Michelle Gellar's hat is very nice here that she's wearing to cover up the fact that she has not had a chance to go to the hairstylist yet.
Yes. Very, very nice for the killer or whatever to cut her hair to length where it could be turned into a very nice shoulder hair,
right. If you're gonna cut someone's hair in a revenge fashion, you need to make that bitch look like Cynthia from Rugrats. Make her shit give her the random pattern Liberty spikes.
Exactly. It's I don't know. It's just it was well, she still looks beautiful, so no harm done, I guess.
Right, it's just shorter hair.
Barry has got in terms of bad things that have happened to them. Barry is really, Max got it worse. He wasn't even involved. He got it worse, but Barry got run over by a fucking car.
Why did Max ostensibly the killer's motivation is to get revenge on these kids for doing the bad thing of not reporting a hit and run?
Right.
What did Max do?
Nothing. He was
everyone on film in this listen, I am all for someone getting caught in the crossfire just because the character doesn't necessarily need to be involved unless the killer has a motivation.
But he was the first death.
Right. Imagine if fucking Nightmare on Elm Street started. The first death in Nightmare on Elm Street is just someone who lived downtown, did not burn Freddy Krueger to death 30 years ago or whatever. Just some schmuck.
Yeah, who maybe went to the same coffee shop once with one of the other guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, it just drove. It was just why?
Right.
Anyway,
but he thinks he Barry goes to Ray's house and just punches him out immediately and is oh, you're doing this because you're so jealous of us for. And again, this is a point where if Barry had not been explicitly confirmed to not be the killer by being attacked by the killer,
right,
this would be interesting because it looks like Barry is throwing suspicion at every single person that he can throw it at because Barry did not get very much bad happening to him.
Right.
And that is the part of the reason that Ray's suspicions are based on.
Yeah, exactly. But Ray's just I'm just a little guy, and it's yeah, we believe you, Freddie Prinze Jr. You're fucking Freddie Prinze Jr.
Right. He looks nice. He looks Freddie Prinze Jr. is
he's handsome and earnest at the same time.
The thing is that there is a category of people who if they asked me for the shirt off of their back, I would ask them why they needed it as I was taking my shirt off, just out of curiosity. I would if it's a short list and it's it is James Gandolfini and Steve Buscemi currently.
Sure.
I've been watching a lot of Sopranos.
I can tell.
But Freddie Prinze Jr. is very close to breaking into that category.
Oh yeah.
If he he would have to give me a really bad reason for needing my shirt for me to not give it to him.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
I could be in the process of taking my shirt off for James Gandolfini. He could say he's I just want to light something on fire, and I'd be yeah, sure, bud.
Go
for
it, man.
I'm just happy to find out that your death was faked all those years ago.
Exactly.
Same for Steve Buscemi. Just yeah, man, sure. You want to light something on fire? You're Steve Buscemi. Yeah, I trust you.
I could get another shirt. This is a once in a lifetime experience.
Right.
Yeah. So they're okay, fine. Well, assuming it's not you, who is it? And I don't know. It's like they like Julie does a little bit more investigating on her own.
Because now we get the parade, the day version of the parade. This parade takes place like over the course of 12 hours. By the way,
I know because it's the day.
So there's it's the fucking Watanagashi from Higurashi.
Yes.
This is the curse of Yashiro-sama has come down as to descend on this sleepy little town of North Carolina to spirit away its victims. This is an insane... This town loves 4th of July. It is just very funny for it to be so insane about 4th of July.
I know. So she's on her little, like, parade float now. And...
this is a holiday episode now, by the way.
Right.
Because this is coming out a week after 4th of July.
Yeah. And...
Cringe-ass Nene holiday.
And Barry is, like... playing lookout, I guess.
He's sitting on the front of the float, which, like, I guess you can just do.
Yeah. And like Helen like sees a guy in a slicker, and she's like, "Barry, it's him over there." And he chases him down, and it's just some old dude. Or the dude that he finds is just some old dude. And she's like, "Damn it." Meanwhile, Julie is going back to Missy's house. Very threatening vibes in this scene, especially because, like, again, it's like very vacant, and we see a turkey a dead turkey hanging from like a tree branch, like about to be like butchered. And which is a lot of meat for one woman, but maybe she's got a big chest freezer. And Missy's got this knife. It's like, and she's like, "Hey, what can I help you with?" She's like obviously in a bad mood and does not like care for this woman. She's like, "Leave me alone. Stop asking me about my dead brother." And then they just have the most insane sort of conversation where it's like, "No, like my brother killed himself. He left a note."
And there's a note that says, "I'll always remember last summer." And it's the same handwriting that was the "I know what you did last summer" note.
Right. And then like Julie's like, "This is not a suicide note. This is a death threat." And she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, girl?" I mean, it makes sense why Julie thinks that, because it is the same handwriting. But it's very opaque. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
And then this is the last we see of Missy in this movie, because it's oh fuck, that wasn't David. David died or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Or David was killed by something else.
Right. And
so the mystery, like, it's the thing of like the mystery they've been solving. It turns out, it was actually this other person who was involved in this case, but it's different. But it's like,
I just jumped to so many conclusions, and it's the thing, and it's like all those conclusions end up being right, but it's just like, I feel like you don't have enough of information to go on to believe this. Like, me as an audience doesn't believe that you've arrived at the correct conclusion. Right. Like,
and as soon as Julie, go on.
Oh no, I don't know. It's just, it feels like almost like conspiracy theory, like baking almost, you know?
Yeah, right. Like this, yeah. We cut from this to go to the beauty contest where, again, a bunch of 80s hot women, like there's this 80s hot woman who is just like strutting around the balcony, they're strutting on the stage, like shaking her hips and starts singing a song.
Yeah.
And like, listen, no disrespect to MILFs. Right. You know this about me.
Of course.
But I'm just like, why are all of these women 80s hot?
I know. They look like full-grown women with, like, at least 2 kids, you know?
Right. Like, they've got like, a little bit of facial wrinkles. I'm like, listen, don't get me wrong. I see those swimsuits. I'm absolutely, like, gripping my thighs. But, like...
Yeah. But it is. With, like...
Sarah Michelle Gellar just feels so out of place, again, next to all these women who are like, this woman is 90s hot, and everyone else here is 80s hot.
Right. Exactly. She's sitting there very uncomfortably while this woman sings kind of badly. Not like badly, but like kind of badly, which I think they got it spot on. They got, you don't have a future in singing, but I understand why you think you would.
Yeah, exactly. And then like Barry's up there in the balcony watching again, and then he gets got by the hook man, and we don't see him die.
Yeah. He just gets kind of yanked off screen.
Yeah, this is when the cop comes in, the most doomed cop of all time.
Yeah. And she's
because the cops like show up eventually, and because like there's nobody there in the balcony, and it's like, there was no one up here actually.
Yeah.
And it's just like, again, a moment where it's like, this should be playing into these characters are like being driven insane or something.
Yeah.
Or like, but it just doesn't feel like it's playing into this. It just feels like disconnected.
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm being batted around by this movie. I feel like I'm just kind of like sitting on a cart while this movie shows me different things that are happening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But like, so the cop like tries to take her home, and this cop's a fucking shithead because she's like in the back seat, and he's like, yeah, the killer cut up your hair.
Did he do that with the hook?
And it's like,
she's like, no, I did it with scissors, dumbass.
It's so funny to be making. It's so weird to be making fun of her hair because it's like, listen, this would be a low blow if her hair looked bad, but like she looks gorgeous. Her hair looks great.
It's at a very flattering length for her. There's no problems.
Right, it's like it's like when she showed up on the float for the first time after getting her hair like fixed up, I was like, didn't her hair look like that before?
Yeah,
that looks good.
Exactly.
It looks like I expected to be like, oh, it's revealed she's wearing a wig or something, or or I expected it to be like, oh, she has to like just wear a hat the whole time because like it shaved her. No, it's just like he gave her a haircut.
Right. Yeah.
Do you think this is like written into Sarah Michelle's contract where it's like, listen, I have a hairstyling appointment on July 17th and I know the production schedule is scheduled to go past that time. Can we just write something in the movie that has me lose a bunch of hair?
Yeah, because I've got another thing that wants me to have slightly shorter hair that is starting right after this. And
I can't get my hair cut right before it's done. You know how that's going to look in my headshots.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was actually thinking the same thing. I was like, this had to have been some sort of situation here. But
it's like when an actor is pregnant for a whole season of television, and she is just like carrying a handbag in front of her stomach the whole time. She just got like a big tote.
Yeah, exactly. The street that the cop is driving her down to bring her home basically is blocked. So he's like, sorry, gotta take the alleyway. So he goes into the alleyway, but there's a car stalled in the alleyway, and he's like, real sorry about this. Gotta check in on this guy. Gotta see if it's okay. So he does that, and it's the killer, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
He's in a slicker, and the thing is that like Sarah Michelle Gellar does not care about the slicker until the cop is like within striking distance of the like she has spent the last like 12 hours like dialed up, cranked up to 1 billion, worried about any guy in a slicker, and this one she's like, this is probably a normal guy in a slicker actually. Oh wait, no, that's the killer.
He gets hooked. I hate the hook as a weapon. It's just so like.
It's mid. It's like it was used to the best. Like I like when it lets you do post kill.
Yeah.
Like I love dragging around the corpse, but it completely narrows the. Oh, you're gonna pierce someone through the chest or through the chin. Okay.
Yeah. I will say,
cool.
Just to like backtrack just a tiny bit. When the hooks first got revealed, I literally like paused the movie and was like, oh my god, it is Mandor hand hook car door. They're literally
did you not know that?
I knew nothing about this movie going in.
Yeah, no, literally he gets Mandor hand hook car door at the very end because remember his hand gets ripped off.
Exactly. And at that point I was like, oh my god, come on, you guys. But yeah, it's just.
I mean, listen, all this movie is making me feel like is that we should watch Urban Legends.
Oh sure.
Are you familiar with that?
I'm not.
It's just a slasher movie where everyone is getting killed via urban like the guy dangling like the noose above the car and all that stuff, like waking up with the dog like spelling like licking up the dog's innards, spelling something on the wall or something, all that stuff, totally. all the hits.
No, that'd be fun.
Mandor hand hook car door. Yeah. No, I saw that movie in fits and starts on FX when I was younger. It's I don't think I ever watched a full movie on FX, but there are many movies that I saw in their entirety in pieces over various viewings on FX.
That's classic cable TV experiences.
Yep.
So she's freaking out. She's like, I gotta go. Because this guy gets gutted basically. She gets out of the car. She's like.
I'm sorry to keep talking about it, but they really thought they were cooking something with the hook. They really thought this is gonna be like fucking move over Jason's machete, Freddy's fingers, like we got like Chucky's like fucking kitchen knife.
Yeah.
I've got the hook. This is gonna be like Ghostface mask this Halloween.
Yeah, no sir.
And honestly, I bet it kind of was. This
probably
this movie. I don't think this movie is nowhere near as good as Scream, but I think this movie has like etched itself. This movie is like part of the '90s slasher like basis that everything came afterwards is like it's just very instrumental.
Yeah, everyone at least knows this title of the movie. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah. It also just like lended itself very easy to parody, I think, because the title is kind of unwieldy.
Yes, it is.
as are the sequels, which is like, I still know what you did last summer, and I'll always know what you did last summer, which, by the way, has none of the original cast of it, but does star your friend and mine, Brooke Nevin, a.k.a. Rachel Animorphs.
Yay, good for her.
Which was funny because like I spent half this movie thinking that Barry would be better played by Ryan or Matthew Lillard, and also half of it thinking, Barry could have easily been played by Shawn Ashmore.
We should just have this movie, but it's Animorphs.
Honestly, like, what was his name? Boris Carrera?
Oh man, I do not know the cast members' names as well.
I know. I know his first name was Boris. I remember that
for sure. Yeah. In any case, so she's like fucking running at top speed while the killer slowly follows behind. Classic.
Yep.
It's like
he like walks up onto the sidewalk landing before Elsa opens the door to let Helen in, and then disappears because this guy is the most stealthy fish. Like this guy just like vanishes to a point where it's like this guy seems like a dream character, a made up character, and it is weird to me that the end of the movie is like, no, this is just a normal guy.
He's
doing
just
normal
some
guy
fucking
things.
guy. Ugh.
He's not even like abnormally like strong or agile or anything. He's just a normal guy who can empty out a trunk of body and crabs without any sign of it in like a minute and a half's time.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I know it's a slasher movie. I don't want to get too hung up on the details. I'm just like they are doing shorthand that is normally either this person is like either supernaturally or just like very, very like competent or strong or something.
Yeah.
Or like there's something supernatural happening, and it's literally just some fucking guy.
Yeah, because Michael is like just some fucking guy, but like there's like this sort of vacancy of character, like person there,
Right, and there's also like a mythos about him. Like, well, he's kind of some fucking guy, but he also like he's a boogeyman kind of.
Exactly.
Like he is some fucking guy animated by like something otherworldly, and it's never really nailed down. Well, it's nailed down in movies 4, 5, and 6, I believe, but I don't think it's nailed down very well.
No. But like I feel like it's this sort of implication of the fact that he's otherworldly that allows him to do. You can do whatever the fuck you want with him, but like when we just see like the killer's face in this movie, like not to jump ahead too far, but like it's like, why am I afraid of you? Why are you scary? I'm not threatened by you anymore.
Like literally in my head, I try and picture what the guy looked like. It just looks like fucking Christian Slater with a baseball hat. Yeah. That's all I can picture.
Uh-huh.
Like Christian Slater baseball hat with like a Tom Selleck mustache.
Totally. But yeah. So, but I actually love this little like little like shop scene.
Yeah. No, this scene is like I think it's like the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, where Sarah Michelle Gellar is being chased around. Because like her sister lets her in, and then her sister gets slashered by the killer.
The Hookman. Yep.
Yeah, like we said earlier, Sarah Michelle Gellar like finds her body and just screams full volume.
Pitch perfect scream. It's delightful.
So good. Just like, exact right noise, like exact right face, and just like scream and scream. Ah, ah, ah. So perfect. And then she's like running all around.
And then like she like tries to exit out the front door, and she like looks back at all like the covered mannequins in the store.
Yeah.
And then there's a cut to one that is like very obviously the fisherman. It's just very funny.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. I just think there's like just like that strict one cut to that shot is very funny.
For sure. But yeah, so she's like running back. She goes up this sort of like lift, like elevator lift sort of thing. This like very rudimentary like plank.
Yeah, thing. like it feels like a manual dumbwaiter. Like she just like stands on it and like lifts it with a pulley system.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's the most like obvious recourse. Or like in the way, and then but the guy's like just like, all right, I'll walk up the stairs then. So he walks up the stairs and she runs through another like hallway full of like covered mannequins and throws herself out the window and lands on a pile of trash. And very disorientated. But Yeah, yeah. And then like
she goes into these back streets, which like I described them as like, this is like a level in a PS2 game. There's an adaptation of like a movie or some kind of action movie or something where it's like, we are adding this section between scenes that actually happen in the movie. We're just going to add like a thing where it's like, this isn't really happening in the movie, but we need to add some more like meat to this level. So here, have a backstreets level and just be like, oh, we got to cut to the shortcut so we can get back to the police station or whatever.
Absolutely.
Because it's like it's like these corridors that just like kind of like are like create the corridors artificially created by this like junk and like a bunch of tires and a whole bunch of other stuff. And like I love this scene because she's like navigating through it narrowly, and like she gets so close to the parade that is still going through the streets, by the way, same parade that like was happening during the day. Like it is nighttime now, it's July 4th, and it's like it is like dead of night, not dead of night, but it's like 10 p.m.
I mean, it's one thing for fireworks just still going on, but like come on,
like yeah, but like marching band's still going, still playing Grand Ole Flag.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I did marching band in the summer. You have to hydrate those motherfuckers. You cannot have them working for that long.
Yeah, that is not a 12-hour shift.
No. But I really fucking love this kill because she like gets so dangerous. She gets like so close to the end, and then like she turns around because she thinks she hears something, and then she turns back around and standing between her and the street. Like there are maybe 20 feet between her and the street, and the fisherman is between them.
Yeah.
But this is another thing where it's like, why can this guy just kind of Batman?
Right.
It's just like if this is Michael Myers, I don't give a shit. Sure, Michael Myers just appears and disappears as he wants.
He's the
but it's
figure.
like he's the shape. This is just normal. The figure is his,
whatever. That's my
that's his off brand.
Yeah.
That's his like
that's my scary movie version.
Yeah, the figure. But like if Michael Myers does this, I don't fucking give a shit. Like honestly, like a more put together, like completely down to earth like horror villain. Like I don't know. Like Mads Mikkelsen Hannibal is not exactly what I'm reaching for here, but I can't find a closer thing. But if there was like a Mads Mikkelsen Hannibal type of slasher villain,
yeah,
like, and he does this, I'm fine. Like sure, yeah, whatever. Someone who's like cold and calculating psychopath, like I believe it. They're soft of foot and everything.
You sort of get that with like some home invasion movies where like the character is like, or the killer is like very competent but still prone to like tripping and falling on shit, you know. And like getting fucked up and brutalized. I don't know. Like that's like if it's gonna be a real dude, I want to see that happen. I want him to be like scary because he's human, not like, you know, not just like some sort of ghoulie, but not.
Right. I think that's one of the things that really helps ratchet up the tension of Scream is like that scene in Neve Campbell's house when she like slams the door in Ghostface's face, and there's like that, just like the door with the chain like separating them or something.
Right, exactly.
Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's I think that like gives a real like realness to him, and there's like, I don't listen. The Hookman is sauceless. Absolutely.
No juice.
Like, listen, there's a reason you can buy Ghostface masks all these years later and you cannot buy a Hookman hook.
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy a Hookman hook. You're just going to have to go into the fishery business.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, so she gets she gets like smothered amongst the tires. And I love this. I love this kill. Like my nitpick about like him appearing like Batman. I'll set that aside. It's fine. Sure. This is a great kill.
For sure.
But then it's just like, this is where I have my note about like them not having to deal with any consequences. Really, like if it were not for this supernatural, or not supernatural, like perfectly natural guy taking revenge on them, there would be zero consequences to their actions. It seems.
Yeah. They also just fucking lucked out. It's like, surprise, you actually killed a murderer. And
they didn't kill anyone at all. It also turns out they thought they killed anyone, but no, they didn't. They didn't kill anyone, not even a murderer.
He's not even like massively fucked up or anything, you know?
No, because what happens is like, so Julie like is running away or something, and she runs into Ray on the dock, and like she's like, oh my god, your boat's the Billy Blue. That's the name that Missy said. Missy said Billy Blue came to visit.
Yeah.
David before he died. You're the killer, and then. Like, some guy who turns out to be the actual killer, Ben, knocks Ray the fuck out after he's trying to chase Julie down and be like, wait, no, I didn't do this.
Yeah, throws him off the boat.
But then, she follows him onto she gets onto his boat, Ben's boat.
Yeah.
And then Freddie Prinze Jr. just, like, wakes up and, like, stumbles upon, like, a little, like, skipper boat.
Yeah.
Just very fun to just like have that chilling.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it's a plot contrivance, whatever, but it's like when I'm reading Tintin and Tintin finds a silly little boat like tied up on the side of the dock. I don't know. Maybe it's just like that in North Carolina. I don't know.
I think maybe it's possible.
It's just very funny that he's just like, oh fuck yeah, a boat.
Yep, time to boat. Yeah.
It was a pre 9/11 world. No one had driven a boat into the Twin Towers yet.
Pretty good joke.
They weren't locking their shit up.
Pretty good joke.
Thank you. But yeah, so Freddie Prinze Jr. just like chases down the sweet Susie. There's this like big fight on the boat. Nothing really great happens.
I was just on my phone at the end because I was like, yawn.
There's one really cool thing happens, which is like when Julia's running and she like goes down into the below where like the dead fish are stored, and she finds Helen and Barry's body like amongst all the ice. I think that's a really great scene. And then like Ray comes out and saves the day, and then Ben's hand gets caught in something in the rigging, and it gets like yanked up to the top, and it just like his hand just like pops off like at the wrist.
I know. So sequel baity. The thing is like there's nothing else to do with this movie in my opinion, and yet they were just like, we're going to do another movie.
And like listen, another thing where it's like this is just like normal guy, and maybe he's not a normal guy but it's like if my hand comes off at the wrist, I feel like I'm bleeding to death if I do not get immediate medical attention.
I mean,
like if my hand comes off, I don't know.
I think like it's not an artery location. There's definitely there's going to be a lot of blood, but it's going to be mostly veins, like normal veins. I think you could bleed out like that, but I think it'll take at least a few hours, and the cops.
Listen, he got launched in the ocean. It's the ocean's sterile, right?
Yeah, totally. There's no bacteria or anything in there.
There's salt in it. There's nothing bad can happen to you. There's salt.
Yeah, salt also famously great to put in wounds.
Exactly. Listen, it hurts. It's salt in the wound because it hurts at first, but then it makes it better.
Totally, exactly.
But so the resolution is it turns out they didn't kill anybody.
Yeah. Congratulations.
They just the cops show up for the second time in this movie to show them, hey, we found a hand. No guy though.
Yeah, and then they're back. She's back at college. She's gonna shower.
It's a year later.
Yep, and she's like in her little towel, and she's like, "Hi, Ray. Yeah, what am I wearing right now? I'm just wearing a towel. I'm having the best time at college." And there's a little like she's so boobed out right now. This is the most boobs she's in this entire movie. I feel
she's so jugged.
Yeah. I mean, good for her, I guess. Like or whatever. Anyway. There's like a little note, and she's like, oh, jump scare, oh my god, another note, but it's just like a little invite to a sorority party,
a frat party,
and she's like, oh, you guys spooking me like that. So she goes back into her like shower, which is so humid, like she should like pass out immediately from like oxygen deprivation. Like I'm like, how are you not dizzy? Anyway, that was just my first thought whenever I saw it. And then she sees on the wall, I still know what you did next summer. Da-da-da. And it's like,
and then like he crashes through the glass, and that's the end of the movie.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, you guys. I
have soured on this movie so much in the last 2 hours we've spent discussing it.
I'm such a hater.
It's like the thing is that like I think listen, you did not influence me to this. Like
Totally.
I did not love this. I like my issues that I think we didn't cover is that like there is a real lack of body count in this movie.
Yeah.
Like they introduce 4 people, and then they kill a handful more, but it's all the same kind of kill basically. Yeah. I do love the bodies getting dragged, but it's like, okay, you got the hook through the chin, you got the hook through the chest. It's you got 2 options here.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do.
And like a couple of characters just die off screen. Like there's so many pieces that are missing from this.
Yeah, there is. It just feels like it feels very incomplete. Like and not to say like, and it's like got a really tight runtime, but you could still have a really tight runtime. You could still make a 90 to 100 minute movie that like has all these extra elements. You just need to pick up the pacing a little bit. And I don't know if this movie like drags exactly, but it doesn't need to do things as slowly as it is doing them. You know, it doesn't. Yeah.
This was apparently rushed into production right after, as soon as because Kevin Williamson wrote Scream as well, yes. And so and this was like sitting collecting dust. And after Scream was a hit, they were like, "Oh, give us something else, give us something else."
Yeah. Ugh, it needed.
And like I think you can kind of feel like I think this needed like another couple of months in the writing tank.
Yeah, like okay, we're ready to do something with this, but we actually needed to make it a movie that works.
Right.
Yeah.
But like they probably just wanted to make sure. Okay, we need to get the shit out for the next. Well, this wasn't actually interesting. I kind of assumed this movie was released in the summer. This was released in October of that year. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, it has the summer vibes. Absolutely. I mean, it's set in the summer, so you would think, right?
Right. You would really think this is like a. I would not be releasing this in a post-summer. This would be like a pre or mid-summer movie. I'm not putting this out in fall, I don't think.
You drop it on July 4th.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like,
come on. No, but it's so like the thing is like
this was filmed in 97. That's why it was released in October because they wanted it out this year.
I see. Yeah. So like the thing is about it that like I think it does a lot of things well. It like there's not a bad performance really between any of them. The fucking music drove me crazy in a good way the entire time there was any songs. I just love the soundtrack for this because it's so fucking 90s. I don't know, like it's not an unfun watch. It's just like I like my sort of things to be I like my murders to be supernatural or at least like supernatural adjacent, or if they're not, I want them very grounded, you know?
Right.
And it just didn't really do that for me. And so in that way, since it was not doing that, I was like way more conscious of the ways that I felt like it was kind of like, you know, like missing opportunities, you know? Yeah. It just felt like a lot of missed opportunities.
I'm reading some interesting stuff about the post-production on the Wikipedia just now. Gillespie chose to film virtually no on-screen blood as he did not want the film to be overly gratuitous in terms of violence. Like, okay, bud, like, it's the 90s and you're not wanting to make a fucking splatterfest.
I know. I mean, it's your one opportunity.
Right. Like, I don't know. It's not like Scream was like crazy bloody. I'm trying to like well,
you had scenes here and there, but it wasn't the whole movie was not drenched in blood.
No, but it wasn't like bloodless either.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I guess though I will admit a good portion of the blood that I'm thinking about is Billy Loomis drenched in the fake blood at the end.
Yes, yeah.
Skeet Ulrich in that movie is like you know if you just like leave your TV on something for 2 weeks at a time, it'll just like kind of sear the image into the screen, and there's like a 5% like opacity. Like I have like Skeet Ulrich bloody at 5% opacity inside my brain at all times.
Just burn into your retinas.
I got a couple other interesting things. The final sequence on the boat was shot on an actual water-bound vessel on the Cape Fear River, which proved difficult for the actors and crew. According to Gillespie, the filmmakers nearly lost the boat while attempting to dock it due to volatile waters.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, on location is not always best.
Yep.
Yeah.
One last thing. Upon test screenings of the film, Gillespie and the producers decided that a death sequence needed to occur earlier in the film to establish a sense of legitimate danger for the main characters. The scene in which Max is murdered in the crab factory was subsequently filmed and implemented in the final cut to achieve this. In the original script, the character was not killed. This makes so much sense.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense because it's completely out of place, and it does feel just sort of like pasted in a way. It does.
Right, and it's completely constant because, like, again, the cops would need to get in. He died in a crab factory. Like, even if his body's not discovered, there is blood all over it, and there is a missing employee.
I know.
But it's fine.
I know, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense because that just like it like comes up one other time, or like, and then a couple characters be like, "You killed Max." I don't know, man. It does. It feels a little half baked.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to come out of this saying like, yeah, it's not great, but it's worth a watch. But like the thing is that like it's interesting for what for the time that it is, and I do think that the weird off tempo like timing stuff where you know like the writing versus the production values and the who's in it and everything.
Right.
But I still think it's just kind of a whiff.
Depending on what you get out of movies, I don't think this is a waste of your time. But like, yeah, if you like the technical aspects of horror movies, I think you'll like really enjoy this. And even if you like these actors and you like seeing them in horror, I think you'd like.
Yeah, no. If you like Freddie Prinze, if you like Sarah Michelle, you like Jennifer Love Hewitt, like they're fun in this, if nothing else.
Right.
I love seeing Sarah Michelle Gellar like in things.
Absolutely. It's this movie is not a waste of your time, but it was it's not something I'll be returning to at any point.
Yeah. If you like, if you're like hard up for like us, if you want something to sweat out, if you want to watch something that's like 100 minutes on a sweaty summer night, you can do worse than this easily.
Absolutely.
I think they're like it's film. I really like the way that it's shot. Like the cinematography is like, it does feel kind of like. I don't want to say aping Craven's 90s stuff. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a super copying Scream.
No.
Like, it feels very influenced by, but it feels distinct enough and doing enough fun stuff in terms of, like, that for it to be worth watching on a technical level. But, like, if you're interested in, like, a really, like, well-paced and scripted and plotted movie, you've got better options.
Yeah, absolutely, totally.
Even as far as slashers go, like there's also it's not dumb fun either. Like Jason Goes to Hell is like a more stupid fun version of this. Like, Jason Goes to Hell was like, well, when was Jason Goes to Hell? I don't actually know off the top of my head.
Oh, I don't remember either. But yeah, I and my phone is also dead.
Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell was only 4 years before. Was only 4 years prior.
Yeah. There were just like You've got better options than this. It's played a little too straight. It takes itself a little too seriously. And there's just not enough there for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm sure we got some questions about it.
Yes, we do. Questions from Pumpkin Prolapse at Oribadia Aaron. Do you know what each other did last summer? Let me think about this, because I know last fall/winter you were moving.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But per last summer, I'm sure you were, like, ironing out plans for moving.
Yeah,
but
that was, like, late summer for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but past that, I don't think I know.
No, what I was doing last summer was, like, I mean, also just summer activities, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Beaching,
cabining, all of the classics.
Yep.
I did mushrooms last summer.
Fuck yeah. God, did I ever tell you about the time? I don't think I talked about this on here, but my girlfriend did mushrooms for the first time maybe 6 months ago or so.
Sure.
And it was a fun time for the most of it. But after like 2 hours, she took like a small dose. It was like a 3-hour trip, I think.
Sure.
First 2 hours were great. Third hour, we're sitting on the porch, and some guy comes up to us and says, "Yo, did you see a woman run by here who was tweaking? She was like banging on everyone's doors." And Neve, for the next hour, was convinced 100% that she had gone around tweaking and banging on people's doors. I had not left her side once. The furthest that we walked away from the porch was to the cross, the intersection, which is like maybe 50 feet from our front door. And she was like, I can't believe I fucking did that. I feel so bad. Why did I do that? Why did I fucking do that? Do you know what I did last summer?
I have actually no idea. Well, so I'm bad at like placing things in time, so I'm not sure what you did last summer, but I know what you did last year.
Yeah. What do you think I did last summer? Take a gander.
Did you get boobs last summer? Is that?
No, that was October.
That was in October. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, it happened last year.
Yeah.
Before the winter, so it could have happened in the summer.
Could have.
No, what'd you get up to last summer?
Moving pretty much was the whole moving and working at the cafe.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
classic.
Moving, working at the cafe, getting ready for grad school.
Yep. Right on. Classic summer activities. Moving.
Yeah. I went to a beach and got my dick out a lot. That was fun.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you. Crass Pants. How would you clean up a trunk full of crabs and skeletons?
Again. I mean, you don't. You just don't. I guess you put a tarp down. Maybe he put a tarp down, He did not. There is no fucking way that man put a tarp down. No way. Well, but that's what I would do. I would put a tarp down first.
I would simply use a ridiculous amount of upper body strength in order to maneuver the body freely.
Yes. The
killer had to be jacked. Like, are you kidding? You're lifting like dead bodies like it's nothing. And that is 180 pounds of dead ass body. Their ass is not helping you.
No. People don't understand. It's dead weight. Dead weight the floppy little bodies. It's not easy. It's not easy.
No, it's not even the same as like carrying, like if you had to carry like 180-pound like rectangle,
right?
That would be hard enough.
Yeah.
But you have to carry a 180-pound thing with like floppy arms because the rigor mortis hasn't set in or anything.
Yeah, or it's already worn off because that I think at one point like it's like rigor mortis sets in and then it like wears off eventually.
It goes away. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm doing a little too much Weekend at Bernie's in my brain right now, so
yeah. Are you gonna like take the corpse, just like make it like dance outside of Julie's window a little bit on some like marionette strings?
That would be great. That's what he should have done. He should have done that. He should have made him do like he should have made him crab walk.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, we have got to do recommendations.
Yes. Yes. Oh my god, I do have one. It was not going to be what my original recommendation is, but like last night, my girlfriend was like, "Hey, do you want to get stoned and watch Fantasia?" And I was like, "No." "But do you want to get stoned and watch The Yellow Submarine?" And she was like, "Yeah." And so we watched. I had not seen that. This was my favorite. This is the VHS I wore out in my childhood. Was The Yellow Submarine. It slaps. It's so cool, and it has nothing to do with the Beatles, basically. I mean, it does, but like they're all little cartoon guys.
Right.
It looks so fucking cool. Every single moment of it, I was like, yes. So I mean, even stone cold sober, I think you could get a lot out of it if you just like, if an aspect of your movie viewing experience is, I like when I get to see cool images on the screen that move. Mm-hmm. You will enjoy the Yellow Submarine, the Beatles movie Yellow Submarine. And also, the plot makes no sense. It's so fun. It's like, I watched it and I was like, of course I was obsessed with, this is the blueprint for me as a person.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, so go ahead and have a fun experience. What's your recommendation this week?
My recommendation this week is going to be, it was going to be something else, but yesterday I decided to watch the new Superman show, My Adventures with Superman, the one that's been animated by the Voltron people.
For sure, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It is, it's just nice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be like out here like shilling some hope punk shit or anything, but it's just like, it is just like, Superman is never a character that I cared too much about to begin with, but I have been very satiated on him since, the entire Zack Snyder era.
Totally.
Like, I have just been like, I want a fun Superman.
Right.
Kind of. And it's like, you can get fun Superman if you go back to like the Justice League era, or like the Superman Returns, I think was, I only saw parts of it, but I remember that being fun, but it's like, a modern fun, and it's like a young Superman too. It's like very, it's very,
right.
He gets a magical girl transformation. It's just very like, I don't want to go so far as to call it a deconstruction of Superman because I don't know enough about Superman. I don't think it is, but I would need to know more about Superman to stay definitively either way.
Perhaps it's more of a playing fun with,
Yeah. It's very fun. The designs are great too. Like, this is like one of my favorite Lois. I've never had a super strong opinion about Lois Lane designs, but this one is just like top of the fucking line. And like it's just very, very enjoyable. And it's also the biggest issue that I had with Voltron until it got weird and shitty, and a big fan about it, is that Voltron just dumped 13 episodes in my lap and said, "Hey, you got to watch all this."
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not fucking watching 13 episodes of this.
Yeah.
But this is like, hey, there's 2 episodes out right now. And I'm like, yeah, that's 40 minutes. I can take 40 minutes out of my day to watch Superman. And I watched it twice. I watched it with a friend yesterday after watching it on my own.
I just am so glad we're done with the binge dump stream things, because
we are not done. We are not done in any capacity.
Well, there's this decreasing tolerance for it, perhaps.
The thing is that, like, I think HBO's move to Max means that we are going to get dumped a lot more than we are going to get, because what are the big shows that people were watching weekly? It was like we had like the big ones I can think of are like Succession was weekly. Yep. That's over. Yep. Barry people were watching weekly. That's over. Right. The Bear is weekly, I think so. And that's like one of the big like streaming shows. So that's still hanging on. But like, with HBO Max going to becoming just Max, and it's like we have too much prestige on our shit. Like I feel like a binge dump. Like I feel like binge dump is still here to stay. And I fucking hate it.
It makes me crazy because it's like I will not watch any of these shows because guess what? I have a life. Like there's things I like to do other than watch TV. Do you know?
Right. Carving 40 minutes out of my week, or like if I miss an episode, like carving 80 minutes out. Like that's doable. I can do that.
Right.
But like you want me to watch an entire like 45 minute an episode series I'll do that for old shows happily.
Right.
But it's like I have to swallow this. I want to be able to get involved in the communication about this show.
Exactly.
It's like it made me stop. It made me in a small part kind of stop watching JoJo because like I loved watching JoJo week to week and just reacting to it. And it's like, hey, here's 13 episodes of JoJo, and I'm like, no. I want to be made to wait.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, also it's like
we're getting some. You can tell that we're both approaching 30 the way that we're having this the way this podcast is. But like,
I'm so curmudgeonly. Yeah, absolutely.
it just drives me like this is the thing is watching something, experiencing something like in a single instance live with other people is an experience.
Right.
Like the thing is. When I was very young, I remember my mom watching her shows. Like she would watch Sex and the City, which I think was still airing, or Sopranos, or West Wing. These are the big three that I remember her watching, and her being like talking with her friend on the phone, like calling her up as soon as the episode was over, and just being like, "Oh my God, can you believe that President Bartlett did this or that, and the other thing?"
Yeah.
And it's like it's. And the thing is, the only instances that we get of this are like when something really funny or online happens, and everyone on Twitter is like the instance that I can think of experiencing in like with other people is like the Breaking Bad series finale.
Yes.
I remember that. The day that all the blue checks lost the ability to tweet.
Yep.
I remember specifically Austin Walker just going to the Twitter of tweet every word and just like retweeting sentences, like just the words "help, I cannot tweet." The Undertale 5-year anniversary concert.
Yep.
And Trump getting COVID.
Classic. Yeah, it's for me. It is just this because it is like everyone's watching it at such a faster pace. They're like, oh come on, you have to catch up, and it's like nah. Oh man, like it's the reason why I never watched Stranger Things. It's the reason why. No, and it completely bastardizes spoiler culture because it's like when you're watching something week by week, like say like episode 3 happens. By the time episode 5 comes out on a weekly release show, you can probably talk pretty freely about stuff that happened in episode 3. If you want to be like really raw to the line, you can probably do it by the time episode 4 is coming out. Right.
But like with this shit, it's like you know everything that happens in the season at once,
immediately,
as soon as it's right. Oh God. Okay, we've gone on way too long.
Yeah. We have to exit Uncle Corner.
Yeah. God. Sorry. God, I've got a little bit over a year of my 20s left. I mean, you can tell.
I know. I'm entering into the home stretch. Here we go.
Yeah. God, we've known each other for over a decade now. By the way,
I know. I was thinking about that recently. And one of these days we'll see each other in person.
One of these days. Inevitable. Oh, all right. God. Anyways, you can find us on Twitter at fearbaiting. We also have a Discord server, which I think is somewhere on there. I think it's in our bio or something. If not, if that link doesn't work, let me know. I'll fix it.
Yeah.
I'm on Twitter at SunhatGenya, but that's just where I retweet the podcast pretty much.
Right.
You can find me on Twitter, chiasautanakis.tumblr.com. Thank you to Matt GameCube, for our podfather, for Noisepace.xyz, this beautiful network that we are a part of. Thank you to you, Blair, for our cover art. Thank you to Seda, people you meet outside of bars, for our incredible intro-outro music. Check them out at gaygothvibes.online. I believe that's all. Special Grade Snacks is coming back soon. The new season of Jujutsu Kaisen anime just aired 2 days ago at time of recording. So in about probably like a week or so from when you're hearing this, if you want to hear me otherwise, like I'll be podcasting every other week. So Special Grade Snacks, Jujutsu Kaisen watch along podcast. If you are a Shonly, we are going to be dividing the show up where we do not talk about anything spoiler wise for the first chunk of it, And then in the back half, we'll talk about like full spoilers because we're both up to date on the manga this time. But you know, if you want to like watch it, if you want to listen, but you're like, oh, I don't want to get spoiled, we got you. Don't worry.
Right on. Yeah. Thank you for listening to Fear Baiting. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another great.
You're on Twitter at Blair Kitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on Blair. I'm at Blair Kitch, obviously. Yeah, Blair Kitch everywhere. Just find me. Whatever. Find me at the supermarket, bitch. And yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. But until then, I have been Blair.
I'm Sarah.
And remember,
you can put a fucked up guy anywhere.